Yo, Richard E. Moss Hilmeyer. I don't even know what we're going to talk about today. Um, preservation, I guess. Um, if you ever find yourself having to be on your own, do for yourself, you should be happy because that's you coming into adulthood for real. You should be happy. You should be ecstatic. This is your opportunity to be your own man or woman. You feel what I'm saying? Your life, your rules. Now, I'm not saying cut all ties with everyone you know or you've come to know. I'm just saying it's okay to be on your own. You don't have to be fearful. You don't have to be scared. It should be exciting to you, really. I found my most joy when I'm having to do for myself. Absolutely no help. I find that, well, I can't say absolutely no help. God is there. Jesus is there. So I can't say absolutely no help. Be willing to be on your own. Now, when you get on your own, I want you to know that if you don't have friends, it's not a problem. I heard somewhere, I think it was from a billionaire somewhere, that said the most productive, the most high functioning or high productive, I forget which way he put it, but those are the type that have no friends. When you think about it, this is also the billionaire saying this. Friends are who you share your misery with. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to share misery with anybody. Not even myself. That's why I cast misery away. I cast anger away. I cast stress away. I cast worry away. I cast all those kind of weighing down emotions away. I only have what makes sense in my head. I have logical sense in my head. I'm doing my best to hone common sense. Is to be a rational individual, not taking more than I can chew, not taking on more than what I can handle just because I want to have it all in my hands. The things you got to figure out when you're on your own, what you need and what you don't. What you do need is God. What you don't is almost everything else. Well, really everything else. Really everything else, honestly. I mean, shoot. Yeah. Don't be don't be worried or I don't even know these kind of words no more. It's hard even thinking of synonyms for worry and stuff like that. Yeah, don't be worried. Don't be stressed about being on your own. Just go out there. God is with you. Pray morning and night to Him, so you know that, so that you can keep yourself in His presence. He's always gonna be in your presence, but you have to keep yourself in His. So pray morning and night. When you're in the middle of the day, when life is stress and worry is beating you down or trying to beat you down anyway, go back into your prayer. Know that God is with you. Come up out of it. Whatever funk you in, come up out of it. Start doing for yourself. It's very fulfilling to do for yourself. When you do for yourself and things work out, there's no feeling like that. When you know you did it completely by yourself, with the help of God, it makes it very special to you. Trust me. In my life, I've done things by myself and with the help of God. I'm not saying they lasted, but I have some memories of some things that that I've done that even my family doesn't know about, that I've done. Positive things, productive things that I've done for myself that ended up helping others. And I'm proud of those moments. So, you could do the same. Um, Go out there willing with a positive attitude. Don't be negative. Don't see the world negatively. Don't be naive, but don't see it negative. You know, um, there's always something better on the other side of whatever situation you're in. There's always something better. If you just wait it out, let the storm pass, there's gonna be a sunshine waiting for you. As cliche as that sounds, that's actually true. Now I see what they mean by it. That's actually the truth. Whatever storm it is, whatever, like the storm could be, you're going through financial problems, you're going through situations with your family, with your loved one, uh, your kids. You know, those storms will pass. Those storms will pass. You just got to put your raincoat on, which is God. Have your raincoat on, which is God. And then when the sun comes out, which is also God, you know, you Gucci, you good. Um, yeah, try to do it for yourself. Remember those that helped you. It's very important when you get to where you're going. If you ever get there, because I don't think anyone knows what there is. If you feel like you've gotten where you need to be and to the point where you can help others or return a favor to those who gave you a shot, gave you a chance, then do that. So you don't have any kind of regrets or guilt as you grow older, which will cause you to judge yourself, and then that'll throw you from God, and that'll throw you away from God when you start judging yourself. That'll put you down a road you don't want to be on. Trust me. So, you know, if that's something you got to do, like paying back debts, do that. But yeah, just go through life with a positive attitude. Be logical, be reasonable. Don't be emotional. Um, be honest. Be honest. Honesty will carry you a long way. You don't need to prove nothing. No, you don't need to prove nothing to nobody. You don't need to puff yourself up to be more than what you are. You don't need to lie. Just be yourself and be honest. And the people that accept you, the ones that don't worry about it. Just keep on moving on in your path. Those that are used to those that can see good in someone, which no person is good, but those that see good qualities in a person, they'll pick up on your honesty. It'll be refreshing to them, probably. Um, be careful with relationships. With my friends, shoot, I don't even have any friends anymore. I don't talk to anybody anymore. But I'm glad I don't, because a lot of those friendships, there was a lot of like emotional stuff going on. Like I don't see myself. I don't want to keep on being emotional with people. That's why I stopped that, to be able to know myself and figure myself out and be like, yo, chill out. And so that's what it is. Don't be emotional, because that'll cloud you from dealing with people the right way, the way that they actually need to be dealt with. I'm not saying in a negative way, but people deserve honesty. People actually deserve honesty. You know what I'm saying? Now, you should be a good assessment of character to know what kind of reaction that honesty may invoke from that person, but people deserve honesty. Um, you deserve honesty. You deserve to be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Know that you can do anything you put your mind to, and nothing that you don't. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't put your mind to something, you're not gonna be able to do it. Um, mm. if you get to where you need advice down the road, hopefully you have a good father to depend on. But if you don't have a good father to depend on, like if he's still alive, but you just can't depend on him because the way his parents raised him, he doesn't come at you in the right way or what have you, then still try, still try. You know, there's nothing like having a father in his life that you can really, go to and talk to, and regardless of how they may try to push you away or aren't so inviting, still try. 'Cause that's your father. It's important that you love him, but not in no emotional way. I mean, you love him enough to be honest with him, love him enough to be reasonable with him. The same love you should have for yourself, really, is the same love you should have for him. Be honest, be reasonable, be logical. Yeah. Uh, if you're a mama's person, that's cool too. You know, if you have a logical, reasonable mother, that's even better. Uh, do the best with what you got, but don't take on their emotions. Don't take on their reality. Have your own reality. You just go to be honest and be reasonable with them. You don't need to be taking on whatever they try to put on you. Just be yourself. Um, Being on your own nowadays is almost too easy with all kinds of government assisted everything around. You know, it's easier now to be on your own than I would. Uh, it's pretty easy now to be on your own. If you're hungry, they got food banks. If you're homeless, they have shelters. If you don't want to go take up a shelter for someone that truly does need it, like let's say you're just a hard-headed kid that got kicked out the house, then there are ways to get around that. They got gyms everywhere. You can get yourself a gym membership. Get you like a small part-time job around the corner around your house. Somebody will pay you cash. You got to believe that they will. God is gonna make a way. Unless you're honest about your situation, you get yourself a gym membership around the corner. You can actually go and work out in the mornings, and after the mornings, you take a shower. That's your shower for the day, and you got to work out in, keeping your body up. Because it ain't easy being out there, without a home. It ain't easy being homeless. You got to keep yourself in good shape. And like I said, there are food banks around you could always walk to. There are libraries you can spend your time in reading books. Except on the weekends. On the weekends, you should be doing your hustle anyway. Save your money up until you're back on your feet. Until you got your own place. You save yourself 10% of whatever you make. Save yourself 10%. Try to get yourself a bank account. Save yourself 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%. Don't touch it. The other, excuse me. The other money that you save, you put that towards, you're gonna be putting it towards a crib. Find yourself a realtor that'll work with you. Put that money towards a crib. If you don't have that much money, then get yourself a motel. Save your money, save your money, save your money until you can get yourself a realtor and then get yourself a crib and you're on your way. Very simple. Don't ever touch that 10% you put into the side into the bank. Don't or in the shoebox wherever you put it. Don't ever touch that 10%. Save that for investments. Save that for stocks. Same thing. Real estate, land. Um, you can't go wrong with land because land is always gonna be here. Mm, that's just pure and simple. Um, Property is always gonna be here. Um, just be wise with your spendings. Um, if you're gonna have a party, if you're gonna have a party at your crib, make sure you already paid that month's rent, so that when the party is over, you ain't outside in the woods. You still have a house to sleep under, to sleep in. Um, Shop on your own. Use coupons. Make clip coupons. Save your money. Every dollar counts. Now there's so many apps nowadays to help with coupons. I mean, it makes no sense why people aren't using coupons. Um, yeah, if you start dating, pay your own way. Let whoever you know that you about to date, that you're interested in dating, that you're gonna pay your way as long as they pay their way. I'm talking about when it comes to dates, like going out to eat and stuff like that. Movies. I ain't talking about moving in. You shouldn't move in with nobody, or if you shouldn't let nobody move in with you, unless it's like a roommate to help pay with the rent. But even then, if it's a girl, don't get involved with her. You feel what I'm saying? Off the jump, when you meet a girl that you're interested in, be like, okay, this is how I am. I don't want to have sex before marriage. This ain't something that I've always done. Yes, I've had sex out of wedlock before, but now I'm trying to practice. I'm practicing something differently. I'm trying to go about my life in a different direction. I don't want to have sex out of wedlock, and if you're cool with that, we can date on that way. That way, we get to really know each other, and also let them know that you're not looking to pay their way for anything. That they got to pay their own way. That way, it just sets a standard to begin with that y'all are really just gonna be there to know each other, not to see what each other can do for one another. You feel what I'm saying? Whether it's sex, monetary, any of that, y'all just getting to know each other on a real sense, and that'll probably be refreshing for a girl that's never heard that before, or for a guy that's never heard that before. So yeah, if it works out, y'all get married, then y'all can have children. Then you can start spending money on one another. But before that happens, before y'all get married, pay your own ways. Pay your own ways. You know what I'm saying? And as you as the guy, you should you shouldn't want your wife to work. I don't want my wife to work. Um, she'll be comfortable in knowing that she can stay at home with the kids and not have to worry about working ever again. Now I know nowadays that's frowned upon, but that's the way I would like to do it. And God will send you one that's right for you. God will send me someone that's right for me. So you don't have to really worry about yourself. You don't have to beat yourself down when that one person you were really interested in isn't doesn't meet those qualities or those standards. God will send you the one. That wasn't the one that God really wanted for you. Then if they don't meet up, so I mean, yeah, it's really life in a nutshell. When you have your children, don't be emotional with them. Don't get angry with them. Discern. Discern between right and wrong. I'm gonna beat my children, but I ain't gonna beat them the same way my folks beat me. When I beat my children, they're not gonna see any emotion on my face. There's not gonna be any anger in my face. When they do something wrong, I'm gonna say, lay it on down. I'm gonna whoop him. There's not gonna be any yelling, no screaming. I'll raise my voice, but only in authority. But I'm not gonna raise my voice and then be emotional about it, because kids can tell. Kids can tell when you're emotional, bro. Girls can tell when you're emotional, bro. So, I mean, these are things I'm practicing now, not getting angry, because I got rid of the hatred I had in my heart, and so like now it's nice. I haven't. It's not like you're gonna be put in a situation where you just tested to see whether or not you're gonna be angry anymore every day. You're not tested. Well, I'm not in that situation yet, but yeah, that's how I would deal with my children. You know, there's gonna be discernment. They're gonna know it's coming from love. So I'm not getting any kind of enjoyment, or am I? I'm also not hating them as I'm being. I'm not hating them. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same thing every time. It's the same way every time, and it's easy to talk about what I'm going to do because I know what I believe in now. You know what you want to believe in. That's when you can kind of tell how it's gonna be. I'm not saying I know the future because I'm not God, but I can tell how I'm going to be because of what I know I believe in. You know now. So that's the way I would deal with mine. And some children, shoot, the way they see you, the way they see you act, they don't even. You won't even get to a point where you have to beat them. If you show them the way you are, and if they respect you, and you giving them quality, quality like parenting, they'll learn to respect you, not love you. They'll learn to respect you, which I think is even more important. They'll be like, okay, that's pops. We don't fear him. We respect him. We don't have emotional love for him because he doesn't give like emotional love back. He gives us respect, so we give him respect. You'll be surprised how much young kids can pick up on and can know and retain. You know, whatever God has in my life, got planned for me, I'm ready for. I'm ready for. And so should you. You know, when it comes to dealing with my wife, I'm not gonna be emotional with her. So the kids ain't gonna never see me being emotional with her. And when she is emotional, they'll see how I deal with it. Whereas I'm gonna take her out of that emotional state that she's in. Because I would have already had practice between us dating before we got married. Before we never having sex until we got married. I've already gotten ample practice with getting her out of those emotions. Sex wasn't clouding me. And the fear of losing her because of sex was not clouding me. So, like the little steps that you put that you take before the marriage is what helps you in it, kind of, if that makes sense. I just, you know, you'll figure it out. God is with you. Um, the government is with you. So many things nowadays to help with people, but being honest with you, you want to get off government assistance as quickly as you can, as soon as you're able to, because that's only going to weaken you. You're not going to truly know how it is to be on your own if you're always getting assisted. You're always going to need somewhere you can run to or someone you can just confide in. So, yeah, that's my take on things. I hope it helps you out. I hope it works out for you. I'm just thinking now my kids may see this video when I get older. If YouTube is always gonna be around, but that'd be crazy. What's up, kids? But yeah, hope this helps. All those little ramblings and whatnot. Hope this video finds you well. This is the truth. Peace.